to the witch wound within us all as we gather on these evenings to remember our ancestry, to remember the dead, to remember the life force that lives within us, to remember the ancient soul and our soul's longing for this earth in spite of all outer circumstance, the privilege that we hold to spread the light, open our hearts, speak up for those that are being harmed infinitely more. These are indeed harrowing times, and you are being called. Can you remember that witch within you? This is a beautiful passage that makes its way around the internet this time of year, and perhaps it will speak to your soul. It's written by Angel in Petal and Thorns Poetry in 1999. Remember the time? Each year they parade her about, the traditional Halloween witch. Misshapen, green face, stringy scraps of hair, a toothless mouth beneath her disfigured nose. Gnarled, knobby fingers twisted into a claw protracting form, a bent and twisted torso that lurches about on wobbly legs. Most think this is an abject image to be the creation of a prejudiced mind or merely a Halloween caricature. I disagree. I believe this to be how witches were really seen. Consider that most witches were women, abducted in the night and smuggled into dungeons or prisons under secrecy of darkness and presented by the light of day as a confessed witch. Few, if any, saw a frightened, normal-looking woman being dragged into a secret room filled with instruments of torture to be questioned until she confessed to anything that was suggested to her, and to give names or to say whatever would stop the questions. Crowds saw the aberration denounced to the world as a self-proclaimed witch. As the witch was paraded through the town en route to be burned, hanged, drowned, or stoned, or disposed of in various horrible ways, all created to free and save her soul from her depraved body. The jeering crowds viewed the result of hours of torture. The face, bruised and broken by countless blows, bore a hue of sickly green. The once warm and loving smile gone, replaced by a grimace of broken teeth and torn gums that leer beneath a battered, disfigured nose. The disheveled hair conceals bleeding gaps of torn scalp from whence cruel hands had torn away the lovely tresses. Broken, twisted hands clutched the wagon for support. Fractured fingers locked like cropping claws to steady her broken body. All semblance of humanity gone. This was truly a demon, a bride of Satan, a witch. I revere this Halloween witch and I hold her sacred. I honor her courage and listen to her warnings of the dark side of humanity. Each year I shed tears of respect. This is by Angel in Petal and Thorns anthology by Angel. And this is also a reminder and a calling to all those that are being harmed in infinite ways worldwide by our own governments. And if you are in North America and you are celebrating this evening and feeling disillusioned, why am I doing this? Why am I drinking this? Why am I snorting this? Why am I here? What am I doing? Your awakening has already begun. We have been under a deep numbness and a deep haze of amnesia and inflammation, and we are awakening in spite of it all. And if you can, take the time to give meaning to your life before you leave this place, and take the steps to remember the truth of who you are. There's an ancient soul longing for its own being in this life. The crack in the veil, the willingness to evolve, the true ascension comes from deep within. This is the dark moon activation, the Samhain blessing, the wheel of the year turns. We follow the path of the spiritual sun that shines a light through us all, through our own divine hearts and our own divine minds. Stop chasing the horror of this life and numbness and disconnection, and look straight at what is really happening. Look deeper into what is happening. Are you willing to evolve? Are you willing to awaken? Are you willing to remember your soul's longing for this earth? Blessings. I love you.